Hello, everyone, and welcome to Don't Touch the Radio, this YouTube show where I talk about music on a weekly basis and just try and start a conversation about music. Today, I'm going to be talking about Paramore, and these are my top 10 favorite Paramore songs. Number 10 is Monster. So sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who likes this song, but I actually really enjoy this song. It's not produced the best. It sounds a little crunchier than necessary, but I think there's a pretty solid single in here. And I love the lyrics, and Haley's voice sounds amazing. She sounds angry, and it's almost as if she's yelling at the top of her lungs through most of the track. The backing vocals that pop up sound really good as well. Instrumentally, there isn't a ton going on, but it backs up Haley's performance really, really well. Anyway, though I feel like a lot of people don't give it the credit it deserves, I really, really enjoy this track. Number 9 is, for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. It's just such a fun opener to Riot and gives you a great idea of exactly what early Paramore was all about. The drums keep the momentum going throughout the track, and the guitars add some great extra flair to go on top. And it's just a song that's always stuck out to me from the first moment I put in Riot. This song just kicked right into gear and really gave you what you should be looking for out of that album. Number 8 is Decode. What can I say about this song that hasn't already been said? It's a big fan favorite. I was a pretty big Twilight and Paramore fan back in middle school, and so when this was released, needless to say, I was super hyped, and the track is still one of their best. The lyrics are actually probably one of my least favorite parts of the track. They're a little generic, but Haley sells it like $1,000,000, and oh man, that instrumental is just so good. From the snare piercing through everything during the chorus or the guitar solo, the instrumental is just really perfect in setting a mood for not only the movie, but also setting the mood for the track itself. Number 7 is Playing God. This song has just always been one of my favorites. The lyrics are telling people off that just always point fingers and avoid the truth. And the bass and the bass and acoustic guitar drive the verses until you get to the chorus, and the guitars take over, and that chorus just really, really soars. Number 6 is Misguided Ghosts. It's a beautiful acoustic track that has really stuck with me ever since I first heard it. I love all the little details they decided to leave in, like the sound of Josh's fingers sliding across the acoustic guitar, the subtle kick drum, and the faint bass that isn't exactly necessary, but just adds even more to the track once you dive a little bit deeper in. Number 5 is Fences. It's such a quirky, random track from Riot that it's always stood out to me. I love the way the moving bass line and percussion work together in the verses. The acoustic guitars in the background contrasted with the electric sections of the song just really adds this sense of franticness. And it was our first real glimpse at Paramore thinking outside the box, and they knocked it out of the park in my opinion. Number 4 is Turn It Off. For some reason, this song has always stood out to me, even from a young age. When I was first listening to the album, this track has always stood out to me. I think it may have something to do with the struggle with religion and depression in the lyrics, as that's also something I've always struggled with. The instrumental is very pretty to contrast the darker lyrics here. The breakdown in the song kicks ass as everything gets turned up to 11. I've always liked the ending as well, as Haley screams, "When I hit the bottom," and then everything quickly just stops, and the little lick from earlier comes in, and they slowly add a little bit more, and then just end the song with that little lick to end the song on more of a chill note after it's built up the whole song, and then just quickly drops back. Number 3 is Last Hope, and Haley's delivery here is really what does it for me in this song. She just sounds so sincere and makes you really believe in what she's singing. The instrumental is also a really well done ballad, full of little touches that add to the track. That's something that Paramore have done really well throughout their career. It's just add those little extra touches that some people may not even notice, but when you do notice them, they add so much to the track. Like the bass line in the second verse, it's so bouncy and catchy as the optimism in the lyrics really starts to feel uplifting and get you going into the second chorus. Man, I'm really gonna miss Jeremy. But yeah, this song is just so good. And when I need a song to really give me a lift, I always seem to go to this one. Number 2 is Ignorance. Like, holy shit, this song kicks so much ass. How could it not be a favorite? It's one of the most aggressive songs Paramore has ever made, and everything is just at 11 from the moment the track starts to the very end of the track. Everything is just turned up. And Haley sounds great when she's angry. I think Haley sounds the best and she writes her best lyrics when she's pissed off. And this is Haley really pissed off. And this is probably her at her angriest. And man, that opening guitar riff and then the drums kick in. Oh, it's perfection. And number 1 is All I Wanted. It's a huge, heart-wrenching ballad that ends the third record, and they seem to pull it off with ease. When Haley screams out, "All I wanted was you," you can't help but tear up just a little bit. This song is just perfect for anyone who's been through a rough breakup, where you feel like you gave it your all, but the other person just didn't. There's not too much I can say about this track. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, not only one of my favorite Paramore songs. But anytime I'm ever kind of feeling down in the dumps, this is a song that I definitely turn to. And that was it for my top spins for Paramore. Top spins, I think, is going to be a list type of feature on this channel where I talk about either like favorite albums from a band or favorite tracks from a band, something like that. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I figured I would start with Paramore since their new album comes out next week. It's really exciting. But, yeah, so I figured I'd just start with Paramore since their new album comes out next week. And tell me what you think. What are some of your favorite Paramore songs? Did I get my list all wrong? Don't forget that this is just my opinion. Everyone's got one. If mine doesn't coincide with yours, let me know in the comments down below what yours is, and we can talk about it. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video if you liked it. Thumbs it down if you didn't. And give me some criticism on what I can do better next time. Thanks for watching, and don't touch the radio.